Okay, the next opponent, and this is about the MMR that I was holding stable before I was just dropped down to what feels like nothing. This is going to be a really, really tough opponent, or rather an opponent that I deem somewhat above my current skill level, why ever that has dropped in recent times. I don't like any of these really. Cost control with Stormcrawlers and Crawlers. Probably not bad though. Extra supply can be very handy, but your units are weaker all the time. And it does hurt in time. So my opponent is Giant Specialist with this. Yeah, it smells like aggro. Sounds like aggro. Probably is aggro. As far as my Stormcrawlers are concerned, I think this is where I put them. Kind of want to put them like this. But maybe on the inside. And leave enough space for a giant. And then maybe add a pack of sledges, but I think that might just be too early. I think adding a pack of wasps probably is a good choice in this specific situation. Because I don't have the best unit set up to counter aggro, but wasps can clean up. Wasps, in this specific case, are my personal cleanup crew. I'll have them come in from this side. Oh wow, he's not going for aggro. I'm impressed. This unit setup with Giant Specialist, I've been on the receiving end of the put one Vulcan and multiple Overlords here meta. And then in what you deem to be the last round, you're going to sell the Vulcan, throw Jump Drive on the Overlords and come in like this. I have been on the receiving end of that, and I have absolutely, positively hated every moment of it, I think. It is awful. It is an absolute gut punch. And if you play like this, I think you are very much so wanting your opponent not to have fun at the game, which I think is just awful. Now I'm going to win this fight based on nothing but the wasps. I think my entire ground army is going to get smashed. And when I say smashed, I mean smashed. There's no hope for my ground army in this fight. A couple of lucky clips on some of the steel balls is probably all I can get. They are going to get the towers and they are probably going to level, but there's nothing really here that eats them. Or rather, they can eat if leveled. So yeah, I think Wasps here, decent choice for turn 1, just because we now don't take a lot of damage and we can do a bit of damage to him. Not much, but a bit. Every little bit helps. I need a front line. This is nice, but I don't think this is the time for it. And against this front line, I think tanks and later on maybe scorpions is not bad. So throw a couple of tanks here, and then I think I will mass recruit myself another set of crawlers. Have the crawlers come in from like, let's make it this position so that if we want to put symmetrical wasps in, we can. And again, I think I should probably move my forces up a bunch. If nothing else, for the reason that he is positioned super defensively. And it will take my units, especially the crawlers, a while to catch up. Maybe not this much forward. Let's make it so. We can always go in for Mech Rage as well. It's not a bad upgrade. So he's going in for that. Mustangs, a definitely good choice against Wasps. A definitely bad choice against Sledgehammers. And I think I mapped out the, or rather guesstimated out the positioning. Not badly. Now the Stormcrawlers should be destroying a bunch now, because the front line is holding more stable. And a couple of shots are clipping into the Mustangs, which I love. I think this should be my turn as well. And again, Stormcrawlers can always give you a couple of really unlucky hits, but this is just too much Stormcrawler. Wouldn't be surprised for him to go for orbital bombardment or missile strike and strike something down. And I've heard that missile strike is not bad because, look at this, I could probably eliminate this entire set of units. I think this is the second or third time in my entire life that I'm going for missile strike, so please do not be angry at me if I don't put it in the exact correct spot. But I'm guesstimating this should be rather good. And for my next trick, could go into raves, but I don't think this is good here. Maybe for the moment I just continue sledging it out. Sledging it out is, in my opinion, a decent choice if you don't entirely know what you should be expecting next, but you don't want to give your or don't want to waste your turn, if that makes sense. These wasps, let's field recover them. They have been good for 1 turn and 1 turn only, and then I'm going to mass recruit myself another set of crawlers, put them here, and go for both of my upgrades. And I think that's not a bad choice right now. Ooh, yeah. He's really hoping to win this turn. But I think this is going to hurt him a lot. Not the steel balls, they are leveled. They would survive anyway. But the Mustangs should be going down. Yep. This is a good hit. And again, it's not like he has bad hits. Or rather, he's distracting my forces pretty well. I'm still not entirely sure if that's going to win him the turn. This is a good amount of steel balls, but they are not good in this specific situation. And these units mostly are aggro towards the sledges. That is my saving grace here. I might still lose the tower. No, it's fine. This side has been holding strong anyway. It was just about this side. He's upgrading his arc lights, which I'm not entirely in love with. It's not like they can clear the chaff better this way, they just give more XP and waste money. This kind of screams giant now. Is there a giant I would like? Probably Fortress, to be honest. Probably Fortress. Could also go for War Factory if I'm completely, utterly mad. But I don't think I want to do that. I think Fortress is good here. A Fortress with a even better barrier. And on the other side, I think this side is holding out pretty well, all in all. I do have a distinct lack of anti-air, I'm just noticing. So maybe I will just go for 2 marksmen, just so that I don't get immediately destroyed by phoenixes or something like that. And I want to put them a bit further behind, so that they don't get missiled down in case that happens. And I think I'm ready. Oh, he's going for a Vulcan. And he's angling or rather moving around with mobile beacon. He's moving those crawlers around. Not sure if it's going to help him, but it most certainly has a chance of helping him. It's going to distract my stormcrawlers, but in all honesty, before this Vulcan was here, what are they even going to shoot for the first couple of seconds in this fight? If anything, he should have this chaff come in a bit later.